Hello there, amazing ladies. Welcome and thank you for joining me on today's presentation. So this masterclass is called Clarity, Confidence, Clients. 5 shifts to your first 5K plus months as an online coach. So I am so excited to be able to share this valuable information with you. And I'm so confident that this could potentially be the most valuable time that you've spent on your business to date. So all I ask of you up front is to give yourself the gift of focus and attention. Only for the next 45 minutes or so, just shut down all other distractions, close Facebook, close your emails, and grab yourself a pen and a pad so you can take some really great notes and completely absorb the goodness that I'll be sharing with you. Okay, let's dive straight in and define who is this for. So this presentation is for coaches who want to build, launch, and grow a profitable online coaching business. So if you use your knowledge and experience to help others transform their lives, this is for you. So in the next 45 minutes, I'm going to be showing you how to decide which coaching niche works best for you. I'm going to show you how to stand out and get noticed as the go-to expert in that niche, even if the thought of being visible terrifies you right now. And I'm going to show you how to quickly build momentum, increase engagement, and generate a buzz on social media without you spending every waking hour on Facebook, scrolling and taking part in activities that just aren't serving you. I'll show you how to attract those clients who reach out to you, so you don't have to do all that cold outreach and chasing down leads that you've been told to do by other coaches or some of the books you've read that have told you to do that. And I'm going to show you how to run a sales call that feels really good and results in your prospects saying yes to your invitation to work with you without you being pushy or salesy or feeling, icky or any of that stuff. And I'm going to show you how to generate £5,000 per month up front. And this is without wasting all that time crafting the perfect opt-in, tripwire, or complicated sales funnel. I want to help you make the money up front so you can outsource all of that stuff that you don't love or doesn't light you up to do later on down the line. And I'm going to show you how to achieve all of that without any of the overwhelm in less than 2 hours of focused activity per day. So my promise to you, lovely ladies, is if you stick around for this webinar, I'm going to give you the step-by-step to make your first 5K plus months as an online coach. And these are the exact steps that I took to grow my business some 3 years ago, the exact steps to attract my first paying clients, to start getting those £5,000 months, then it became 5-figure months, then 5-figure weeks, and that enabled me to grow and scale. And these are the exact steps that I teach my clients today. So before I go too much further, let me just take a moment to check in with you. I want to know where you're at right now. So does any of this sound like you? Do you feel increasingly frustrated? As it gets harder to justify what you're doing to your loved ones because you're still not making anywhere near enough money. So I know it can be quite isolating and lonely. You feel like you don't have support when perhaps your closest, nearest and dearest, they just don't get what you're doing. Do you find yourself overwhelmed and fearful, as you're losing hours scrolling through Facebook, seeing other people signing clients, and you just don't know how they're doing it? Do you secretly doubt your ability to help people? And question, can you really deliver real value? Do you find yourself flip-flopping from niche to niche, chopping and changing lanes, and feeling like a fraud because you still can't define exactly what you do in your business? And do you feel invisible? You're doing everything you've been told you should do, working really hard, and yet you're still not attracting the right clients. And you struggle to stay positive in spite of all the personal development you've done, and you thought you'd You thought you'd slayed all those gremlins, but every old story of being not good enough is being stoked back to life as you're working harder and longer than ever. And you honestly feel like making money is just too hard. And right now, if nothing changes, it won't be long before you'll have to throw in the towel on your business and go back to the old job. Well, if any of that I've just said to you resonates with you, if it rings true in any way, I want you to know that none of those things are actually the real problem. All of those things I've just described to you, they're just the symptoms. The real problem is that you haven't made what I call the shifts. Now, I'm going to go through the shifts with you in this class, but before I do that, I just want you to know this, that once you make the shifts, you'll remember exactly why you started this business in the first place, because you'll be waking up every day really pumped and excited to get to work. You'll be crystal clear in what you do, the value you provide, and who you do it for. And your loved ones, I promise, will be in awe of your progress as you share your successes. You'll be booking those holidays, taking your kids away, and treating your loved ones. You'll feel focused, and with a clear roadmap, you'll be taking daily aligned action once more to achieve your goals. You'll be easily balancing client calls, creative activities with working on yourself, the personal development that you absolutely thrive on if you're anything like me. You'll boast a suite of premium priced coaching offerings that meet the exact needs of your ideal client. So not only will you love promoting them and talking about them, but they'll literally sell themselves because they'll be so aligned with your ideal client's desires. You'll be showing up confidently and consistently with targeted messaging that resonates directly to the hearts of your audience, and they'll be reaching out to you. And you'll love seeing those new and exciting discovery calls dropping into your calendar, seemingly out of nowhere. And you'll realize, once you make these shifts, you will realize that making money really isn't that hard, as you're closing your sales and making more money than you ever did in your job. And all of that whilst working less hours, as you feel inspired, aligned, and completely unstoppable. So before I go too much further, let me just take 2 seconds to introduce myself so you know who I am and why you should listen to me. So there I am. My name is Sinai Floyd. I am known as the Alignment Alchemist, and I've spent the last 20 years coaching, mentoring, and training in sales, both in the corporate space and the entrepreneurial space. So I help coaches go from a standing start, even if they're completely stuck in fear and overwhelm and all of that stuff, to making their first 5K and then 10K plus months online. And I specialize in helping my clients get aligned with their true passion and purpose. And you're going to hear a bit more about that in a moment. So I am a certified personal performance coach and corporate and executive coach, but I'm also a Jack Canfield Success Principles trainer and speaker. I'm very, very proud of having worked with Jack. And I live in the UK with my teenage twins. They are 15, Rebecca and Jacob. And I started my business as a single mother on a leap of faith back in 2014. So I honestly want you to know that if I can do this, anybody can, and you certainly can. So discovering the shifts, when I made a leap of faith in 2014, all I really had behind me was my faith and a burning desire to help others. And, as much as I thought that was enough, it really wasn't. Certainly not enough to build a business. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how to build a business. I'd never done it before. None of my family are, entrepreneurs. And I had no clue how to attract clients from the online space or offline for that matter. So, as a single mother with a finite pot of savings, as the months rolled by and I wasn't making any money, it was scary. I cannot tell you, I very quickly descended into fear and overwhelm. And I did invest in many different courses and programs and coaches, but a lot of the time, for whatever reason, I just struggled to follow through on them. I stayed stuck. I just couldn't seem to complete them. And those I did finish, I just didn't see the return I was hoping for. So I ended up going into debt, and it took me almost a year of struggle to finally figure this out, and to finally figure out what I needed to do and the shifts that I needed to make. But once I figured that out, very, very quickly, everything changed. And I started making the kind of money that I only had ever previously dreamt about. It was, it's been amazing. And that's enabled me to grow and scale. And, whenever I talk to other successful entrepreneurs, other successful marketeers, they're making it because they know the stuff I'm going to be sharing with you today. And, when I take my clients through these shifts, they're blown away by it's seeming magic. It's like magic because everything changes very, very quickly and the results come in very quickly. So, ladies, the bottom line is this. There are 5 key shifts that you must make to attract and enroll your dream clients and start enjoying consistent 5K per month whilst working fewer hours and having more fun. And I'm going to walk you through all 5 of those in this session. Okay, so let's dive into shift number 1. I'm calling this the mastering the meteoric mindset. Now, I know that you want to get to the meaty stuff, the marketing stuff, the strategy, but I have to start here because in all honesty, without mastering your mindset, nothing else matters. If you don't cultivate a really, as I call it, a meteoric mindset, it really doesn't take much to knock you and to have you spiraling into stinking thinking and perpetuating the myth that you have to struggle, that making money is hard. And, you just wind up becoming more overwhelmed, more stressed out. And as you do that, you wind up shutting down your own natural resourcefulness and your ability to think clearly, to think creatively, and take the aligned action that will help you succeed in your business. However, get this right, and you literally open yourself up to higher states of positivity and possibility. When you master your meteoric mindset, you feel completely in control and empowered as you're tapping into your natural creativity and natural inspiration and resourcefulness, and action taking feels good and it starts to come really easily to you. So to master your meteoric mindset, you must understand this. You are the script writer, the lead actress, the director, and the producer of your own show. This means the buck stops with you. This means you have to take 100% control of your thoughts and your words, understanding that with every thought you think, you are literally creating your own reality. So, if every day you're waking up or you're wandering around your day thinking and saying things like, this is so hard, I'm stuck, I don't know what to say every day, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed. You might be even thinking, I'm crap at writing compelling copy, I'm rubbish at sales. Then guess what? You're literally giving your brain an embedded command in favor of all of those limitations. So raise conscious awareness to every thought you are putting energy to. So try affirming that you can do this. I love the clarity that's emerging. Creativity is flowing to me. I always have enough time to do everything that matters to me. Making money and success comes easily to me. Start affirming everything that you want to experience, and you'll soon start to flex that muscle and get stronger and stronger. Okay, so the next thing I want you to really understand is that your external reality is a reflection of your inner world, internal world. So know this: if you want people to take you seriously, you have to take yourself seriously. If you want people to believe in you, then you have to believe in you first. So whatever people are reflecting back to you, that's exactly what it is. It's a reflection of what you are, what your innermost beliefs and thoughts. Which leads me on to point number 3, which is when you start valuing yourself, others will too. Does that make sense? So when you can start valuing yourself and your worth and the value of your services, then other people will start to value you too. When it comes to mastering the meteoric mindset, you must operate with absolute integrity, because it really doesn't matter how great your marketing is. There is no escaping cause and effect. So this is about being the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Be honest, keep your promises, commit to giving value and being of service, be authentic, have really high standards for yourself. Because if you want to attract premium clients who are going to be willing to invest in themselves and show up and do the work, then you'd better do the same. Do you understand that? You must operate with absolute integrity. Okay, so let's move on to shift number 2, which I've called Unleash Your Passionate Niche. Now, this shift represents one of the biggest reasons why coaches stay stuck. When you haven't got your niche spot on, nothing feels good. You don't feel fully aligned. You struggle to produce consistent content. Your confidence hits highs and lows. I talked earlier about, you flip-flopping from niche to niche, chopping and changing. It's the same with your confidence. Your confidence will go from highs to lows. Your visibility will be in fits and spurts. And it might even take you an absolute age to write your website copy because nothing flows. You don't really know who it is you're supposed to be talking to. So when you get this right, when you really unleash your passionate niche, that is the biggest game changer for you in your coaching business. That's the secret that will make you feel unstoppable and completely on fire. Everything flows. Your content, your creativity, your confidence, and you'll be taking action that feels amazing. And what I love most about that is that you start to harness the magic of momentum. And that is such a powerful force for your progress in your business. So as I see it, there are a couple of key reasons why you may be struggling to really unleash your passionate niche. It may be that you've been told to choose a profitable niche or something that's practical and not actually what you're most passionate about. Or perhaps you've been told, or you think just because you love something, you're passionate about something, doesn't mean people will pay you for it. Or even perhaps you've heard people say to you, why would people listen to you when there are seasoned gurus out there who said it all already? Maybe you think that. Why would anyone listen to me when Tony Robbins, Jack Canfield, Lisa Nichols, they've all been saying this stuff for years? Well, this is what I really want you to hear. It's not the niche that's profitable. It's really not. It's you. It's you that is the profitable one. Because when you are aligned with your passion, know this, people buy people. People are drawn to you when you're on fire, having fun, on purpose. They want whatever it is you are on. What happens when you're operating from your passion is that you're inspiring and influential, which means you're able to create a state change in your audience, motivating them to take action. And the best way to kind of explain this is you think about every motivational speaker or inspirational speaker that you love, or all the world leaders out there, that top entrepreneurs. What do they all have in common when they speak? It's passion. It's passion. So when they show up and open their mouths and speak from the place of passion, they motivate their audience. They inspire their audience to want to take action. They create that state change. And you can too. When you're operating from your passionate niche, you are inspiring and influential. And your target audience, they'll be motivated to take action, and that action is to reach out to you, to book a call with you, to want to work with you. It is such a powerful energy. And also your energy, your excitement, and your enthusiasm is authentic and sustainable. There is nothing harder, no work harder and less sustainable than trying to be somebody else, than showing up as not the true you. So when you're just doing you, that's so easy. That's when everything flows, when you are truly being your authentic self. And it's easy. So, your energy is sustainable. And when you've unleashed your passionate niche and you're operating from that place, you vibrate at the highest frequency, which means you attract the exact resources, the people, and the circumstances that will enable you to achieve your goals. And you no longer doubt your expertise. You no longer doubt or question your ability to deliver the results because you're in your zone of genius. So what you're passionate about, what you feel most on purpose doing, and your zone of genius, it's all one subject. It's all one and the same. Which also means that you can command premium prices because, believe it or not, your clients prefer to hire the one who they know will get them results. It's a win-win. So let me share with you a case study. This is Amozua. She's an amazing lady. She is an empowerment coach. And when she came to me, she was confused. She was unable to articulate her services. And as a result, she was kind of not clear on who she was serving or the real value of what she was delivering. And she was kind of looking at everyone else and seeing what they were doing and trying to replicate that. So I helped her to get crystal clear and aligned with her passions. And in less than 4 weeks, Amozua had signed 2 premium clients and made £6,400. That's over $8,000 in less than 4 weeks. And as she says here, my niche was no longer a mystery. The one big thing for me has been the amount of confidence I've gained in myself and how I now understand the power of just being me in my business. And I think that last line really sums this up. I now understand the power of just being me in my business. Okay, so let's move on to shift number 3. So I call this use the secret weapon. Now, what I've called the secret weapon is this magnetic marketing matrix. Now, this is your secret weapon to building your tribe of raving fans, establishing your authority in the marketplace, and attracting your dream clients. So when you get this right, it means generating consistent, high-quality leads with just a couple of hours of focused activity per day. Now, before I break down fully what this magnetic marketing matrix is, let me just put it into context against some of the strategies that you may have already tried or read about or learned about. Now, none of these things will make you money now. Market research, opt-ins and lead magnets to grow your list, fancy sales funnels to your $7 ebook, a beautiful website, or a 2-hour free coaching enrollment process. So do any of those sound familiar? You get told you've got to research your ideal client, got to craft the perfect opt-in or lead magnet, the lead magnet to grow your list. Fancy sales funnels to your $7 ebook, and then you upsell to something for $197 or whatever it is. All of that activity is, I'm not knocking it, it's great. Some of it is great. Some of it's not necessary, but some of that is bigger picture. But what it all is you getting ready to make money. It's not making money now activity. So why waste time getting ready to make money when you are in a position to need to make money right now? And this stuff is just hard work and feels bad. Cold outreach to cold prospects, that's just like desperate and needy energy. It's makes you feel icky, and it's not what you want to do, and it's unnecessary. And I see people instantly PMing somebody because they like to post. You know, you don't need to do that. People like your posts for any number of reasons. Doesn't automatically pre-qualify them to be your ideal client. And selling by the hour, selling your coaching by the hour and undercharging, again, that is hard work for you. And you'll struggle to hit your big income goals when you're undercharging and charging by the hour. So what I'm about to share with you is a much better way. And this is the magnetic marketing matrix. Now, this is made up of 4 key principles that if you get these nailed on, you will be standing out head and shoulders above 90% of the other coaches out there who are doing that other getting ready to make money stuff and not doing this. So let me break them down for you right now. The first one is positioning. This is about being crystal clear on who you are and what is your credibility factor. You know, you don't have to be qualified to start a coaching business. And most prospects will never ask you about your certifications or, you know, your qualifications. But in order to attract your ideal clients, you do need to be credible. So what makes you credible? What makes you the most credible solution for your ideal client? You've got to think in terms of what have you experienced? What's your story? What struggles, challenges, conflicts have you experienced? What have you learned that has changed your beliefs about yourself and about the world? The kind of stuff that if you knew it back then, you would have taken a very different path. So your story is your credibility factor, what you've experienced. And your expert positioning story. This is so powerful because when you can own your expert positioning story, when you know that you represent, where you are right now, you represent what is possible for your ideal client. Right now, here and now, where you are, whatever niche you're in, it doesn't matter. You only need to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of your ideal client to still be able to powerfully serve her. So when you show up and express yourself and be authentic and share your challenges and struggles and what you've endured and overcome, you become a lighthouse for your clients to find you. So your expert positioning story is about sharing where you've been. It's about sharing what you've endured and what you've overcome. And know this, you had to go through what you went through. It was all to bring you to this point. You know, you took that long, arduous road to get to where you are now. So you're the perfect guide to take your ideal clients along the shortest, fastest route possible to avoid the mistakes you made and get to their point B where you are right now in a much quicker way. Does that make sense? Your greatest struggles, ladies, become your greatest gifts in your business. So principle number 2 is program. So this principle is about appreciating your role as a coach and leveraging the value of the work you do. So the first thing here is to create a program of coaching. Offer transformation. After all, you know this. It's taken you years to get to the person you are today through the transformation, undoing all those layers of limiting beliefs that you once had. Change isn't easy. If it was, there'd be no such thing as bad habits. So when you create an offer that is an embodiment of your knowledge, your skills, and your experience, you can offer genuine value. Crafting a program, so I'm talking about something that could be 3 months, 6 months, even 12 months long, but that actually gives transformation as opposed to these band-aids that you can give in an hour that isn't lasting, that doesn't hold your client through the rough ride of changing their habits. So the third point is there's congruence in your messaging. So what do I mean by that? it is so important to craft a program and have it laid down, have your process clear to you, have your pricing all laid out before you start going out there and really showing up. And the reason why is because so for example, when I have clients, coaches come to me, they're showing up, they're doing everything they should, in inverted commas, be doing, but nothing is working. One of the first things I'll ask is, well, tell me what you're offering. Tell me what your package is. And so often these coaches say to me, right, well, I haven't quite got that nailed on yet. I'm not exactly sure on how to create my offer. I haven't yet decided on my pricing. And yet they're showing up. So what that means, or what that creates, is a split energy, because in their heart they're showing up saying, I can help you, but their subconscious is saying, hang on, no, we can't, we don't know what we're doing. So you will always hold yourself back. You will sabotage your best efforts to get people on a call with you, because you don't want them to get on a call and then discover that you've got nothing to offer them. So that's what I mean by that third point of there will be a split energy. And when you package up your gifts and you offer real transformation, that means you can command premium pricing. So this is really important, to know your numbers and get that clarity. So if you have a goal of 5,000, which is what this kind of quick masterclass is all about, your goal is £5,000 in the next month. You have to break that down to know what you're charging, what you're going to charge for your coaching services. So for example, if you're going to charge £1,750, you need 3 clients a month. 2,500 for your coaching, 2 clients a month. Or why not go really premium and off? Well, not really premium. You know, I've bought coaching packages that are $15,000, which is about £12,000. But you can offer as a starting point a premium package for £5,000, and that means you just need to get 1 client per month, which if you put in 2 hours a day, that will be a no-brainer for you. That will be something that you can absolutely achieve. And know this, you are not selling coaching. You are facilitating transformation. And that is so super exciting when you can really get hold of that. Okay, so let's move on to principle number 3, which is the problem. I really want you to know this, that your people who are out there are only interested in one thing, and that is the pain they're in. That is the problem. So when you can define the one big problem that you solve, your marketing will be more powerful, more succinct, more clear, more easily resonating with your ideal client than 90% of the coaches out there. There are so few coaches who are actually able to define the one big problem that they solve. So that is such a powerful leverage for you. So get clear on the one big problem that you solve. And what that then means is that you can agitate it in your marketing. So what do I mean by that? Well, if you know the one big problem that you solve, you, by nature of knowing that, will also know the cost to your client of staying within that problem. You will know the impact that that problem is having on all the other areas of her life, the ripple effect of that one problem. You'll know what it's doing to her sense of confidence, her self-esteem, her well-being. You'll know the impact it's having on her health, whether she's drinking too much on a night or not sleeping. You know the impact that it's having on her relationships with her spouse, her kids, perhaps her career path, her ability to take action. Whatever niche you're in, when you can define the one big problem that you solve, you can create powerful marketing, because you can define and articulate the impact and the cost of staying where she is. Does that make sense? It's so exciting. So when you can describe your ideal client's pain better than they can, you stand out head and shoulders as the perfect solution. Okay, principle number 4 in the magnetic marketing matrix is the payoff. Know this. In all of your communications, it is so powerful to focus on the payoffs. Focus on what it is your client actually wants. So many coaches, and I know you have an amazing process, or if you haven't defined it yet, after this webinar, you're going to be able to do that. But you have this process of how you take your client from their A to their B. But actually, your clients don't care about the process. They just want to know, can you get me the results I want? You're marketing to your ideal client's wants, not her needs. So stay on point. Talk to her in terms of what she wants, because what she wants may be very different from what she needs. She may not know what she needs to get to her wants. Does that make sense? So in all of your marketing, all of your communication, don't focus on the processes because that's overwhelming for her. Focus on the payoffs, and don't focus on what she needs because it may not resonate. She may not realize that that's what she needs. Just focus on what she wants, her heart's desires. And when you describe the payoff of working with you, she's going to feel immediately safe. She's going to feel immediately relieved and excited. And that's what you want her to feel. That's going to be what enables her to choose to work with you and make that decision. So, master the matrix, and one post can literally make you thousands of pounds. And I've just got a quick example here. With every post, you're a magnet to your ideal clients when you stay within the parameters of those 4 principles. So just very quickly here, I grabbed a screenshot of a message that came to me from somebody who'd watched a video in one of the groups I'm in, immediately messaged me, wanted to have a chat working with me, and signed up at the cost of £6,000. So you can forget icky, sleazy approaches. When you're showing up from a place of passion, with clarity, with confidence, you will attract the clients to you. And you can hit your income goals with 10 hours per week of targeted content creation. So let me just share with you a quick case study here. This is Stacy. She's an amazing life coach. When Stacy came to me, she was literally ready to chuck in the towel. She was working long hours, doing all the things she'd been taught, and yet not making any money. And we developed her meteoric mindset. We helped her connect to her passions, and then together we implemented the principles that I've just shared with you. And within a matter of weeks, her dream clients started showing up, hungry to work with her. And within a few short weeks, she started hitting her 5-figure month goals. And she went on to have her first 6-figure income year in her coaching business. So as you can see there, she says, not even 2 weeks into February, and she's signed over £7,000 in her business. And just at the bottom there, today is booked with 3 discovery calls. So literally calls coming in at that intensity. Okay, so let's just have a quick recap for you ladies. At this point, we know that we must master our meteoric mindset, unleash our passionate niche, and use the secret weapon, which I'm calling the magnetic marketing matrix, to attract our ideal clients. So now let's look at how to hold an authentic sales call that closes without you feeling pushy or salesy. So I'm calling these the SLEAZE-free sales calls. And it, stands to reason that when you're holding sales calls that don't feel good, where you are not present in them because you're so worried about making your approach. Perhaps sometimes you don't even make your approach because you just can't seem to get the conversation towards your, towards talking about your services. And maybe you offer solutions on that call, which then winds up as being the prospect goes away happy and doesn't need, or is deemed not to need you anymore. Well, none of that is going to work for you, as you've probably discovered. So when you really embody what I'm about to share with you, you will start booking calls left, right, and center, because there's no doubt, there's no fear. So there's no sabotaging people booking calls with you. You look forward to the calls, you stay completely present, you ask powerful questions, and you guide them along a process that naturally lends itself to you making your offer at the end. And you'll see in a moment why then it will be so easy for your clients to accept that invitation. So know this about SLEAZE-free sales calls. People hate being sold to, but they love to buy, which is actually really great news for you, because your job is to help them to see the payoff of working with you, not to convince them. So how do we do that? We do this by connecting your prospect to the pain of where they are and the cost of staying there. So this is about asking them really powerful questions. Questions like, talk to me about what the cost of staying where you are is. What impact is it having on you if you don't change? What else is going on for you? How does that feel? Ask powerful questions to connect them to the pain of where they are and the cost of staying there. And as you do that, it's much easier to stay present for the prospect and remember the 80-20 rule. Now, the 80-20 rule means your calls will be so much easier, because the 80-20 rule is about how much you are talking. You only need to talk for 20% of the call. Allow your clients the space to talk, or allow your prospects the space to talk. You're asking the questions. You're diagnosing the problem so you can make your presentation of your solution at the end. So show up as the expert you are and probe, as I've said, with open questions, so you can make your invitation with integrity. So if you don't really know what's going on for them, and you don't really know what they want, you can't really know that you're the right solution or that your services are a good fit. So that's why, if you're making your offer too early in the conversation, that's why you feel pushy. That's what makes people feel icky and sleazy. So ask the questions, get real clarity for yourself, make sure it's a good fit, then you can make your invitation with integrity. And know this, nobody will value you more than you value yourself. So it's the same principles that I talked about in Mastering Your Meteoric Mindset. You have to value yourself first in order for others to value you. So again, quick case study here. Louise is a well-being coach for stressed out high achievers. Louise is an amazing lady. And when we met, she was worried about coming off as salesy, and she was charging less than she wanted, literally like hundreds of pounds for her amazing coaching. So I helped her to connect to her ideal client's true place of pain, which helped her see her true value. Because if you can see your client's true place of pain, and you can see how you can get her out of that, that just reflects your true value. And here Louise says what initially felt impossible became her normal as she started selling her 90-day coaching program for £2,000, which is over $2,500. And she started loving her sales process. So you can see there, she said, I know exactly what I need to do without feeling like a sleazy salesperson. And I'm now selling 2K coaching programs and loving it. So if she can, so can you. And then the final shift, number 5, is invest in coaching. Know this, your success is 80% psychology, always. We don't know what we don't know. We all have blind spots. And if it was more about the strategy, everybody would be winning. But everybody isn't winning. So 80% of your success is your psychology. So if you're not making money, if you're not having fun and loving what you're doing, then you need to change your mindset. And your results are always a reflection of your mindset. So I've just done a quick diagram here just to illustrate this. And you probably know this already, but whatever you're thinking, whatever thoughts are going around in your head, whatever thoughts you're verbalizing out loud, they are determining how you feel. Your thoughts determine your emotions. So as you can see in the square box there, joy, fear, love, hope, all the other multiple emotions that your thoughts will determine will dictate your action. So if you're in fear and stress, you can't think clearly. You shut down your natural resources to creativity and inspiration. So that's going to impact your ability to take aligned action, positive action. Whereas if you're operating in joy and love, you can take inspired action because you're being guided all the time. You trust yourself. So know that your thoughts determine your feelings dictate the actions you take and the behaviors. And your behaviors and the actions you take determine your results, dictate the money you make in your business. And the money you make in your business, as you look at your results, as you look at how much money you're making or how much money you're not making, you're going to react. And that's going to trigger a thought process. And so you start your loop all over again. So unless you cut that cord, if the results aren't what you want, but you're just perpetuating that, you need to hire somebody who can look at your blind spots, change your mindset to create different results. Trying to make 6 figures in your business without the proper mentoring and training is crazy if you've never done that before. You know, I've personally invested over £100,000 in myself and my business in the last 3.5 to 4 years. I've worked with multiple 7-figure coaches and mentors, including obviously Jack Canfield, Russ Ruffino, Louisa Joe, incredible names in the industry. And all of those have helped me to achieve what I've achieved in my business. I couldn't have done it without them. So my 5th shift for you is don't go it alone. So today I promised you guys, I promised to show you how to decide which coaching niche works best for you. I promised to show you how to stand out and get noticed as the go-to expert in that niche, even if the thought of being visible terrifies you right now. I promised to show you how to quickly build momentum, increase engagement, and generate a buzz on social media without spending every waking hour on Facebook. And I promised how to attract the clients who reach out to you so you don't have to worry about doing all that old chasing down leads or cold outreach. And I promised to show you how to run a sales call that feels good and results in your prospects saying yes to your invitation without you being pushy or salesy. And today I promised to help to show you how to generate a 5K a month upfront without wasting time crafting the perfect opt-in or tripwire or complicated sales funnel. So you can outsource all of that later on when you're ready. And I promised to show you how to achieve all of that without any of the overwhelm in less than 2 hours of focused activity per day. So just to summarize what you need to win. Shift number 1, you need to master your meteoric mindset. You need to unleash your passionate niche. You need to use the secret weapon, which is the magnetic marketing matrix. You need to master those SLEAZE-free sales calls and connect your prospect to their point of pain so that they can see the true value of what you do. And finally, invest in coaching and mentoring for yourself. Do not go it alone. And these 5 shifts alone are enough to propel you to your first £5,000 plus months in your coaching business. So now, guys, you have a choice. You can take the information that I've shared with you today and literally do nothing with it. You can continue to struggle implementing the strategy that just is keeping you busy, getting ready to make money, but isn't actually making you money. You can stay stuck, feeling unaligned, putting content out there, constantly grinding content out there that just is giving you back crickets, tumbleweeds, rather than attracting to you the right people at the right price consistently. Or you can take this information, you can really apply it to your business and start to elevate your authority, soar your confidence, and start to attract the dream clients you want without spinning the wheels and not seeing the progress. So if you want to be that second coach, if you want to become the unstoppable, highly sought after coach in your particular niche to create an impact and be influential in the marketplace, then I have something very special for you. I want to be able to help you because I know that every business, every coach is completely unique. So I have set aside some time in the next 72 hours to speak to you personally about how you can apply these ideas to your business starting right now. Whatever your biggest challenges are, I've seen it and I know how to overcome it. On this call, on this session, I will work with you to craft your step-by-step plan to get you to consistent 5K plus months in your online coaching business and attracting the exact clients that you want to work with. And the cost of this session is absolutely free. Now, the catch is that this call isn't for everyone. So this is for you if you have the knowledge and the experience to be able to help transform the lives of others. You must be passionate about succeeding. You must be passionate and willing to do what it takes. You must take full responsibility for your results, and you must operate with absolute integrity. So if that's you, you must book a session now. Why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing this because I love giving back. I love helping amazing women like you achieve their goals and feel amazing doing what they were born to do. Plus, I know that you might want the help of me and my team to transform your business. And if so, we can discuss it on that session and see if it's a good fit for both of us. If not, then that's fine too. So here is the link, ladies, to apply for your session. It's bit.ly/apply Sinai Floyd. You have 72 hours to grab your session. Spaces are very limited, so please sign up now. You do not want to miss this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you found this really useful. I'm going to send you the replay to your inbox so you can watch it again, take more notes if you were just kind of sitting and watching it this time round. But please, 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 take this opportunity to speak to me. Allow me the honor to work with you on your business to formulate that step-by-step plan. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.